Video, this is Lord Monk here, and I do not play this game. Holy crap. Bam bam bam. But yeah, basically I'm gonna make a reaction video on the KSI vs Logan Paul match which just happened. So basically in this video that I just saw a bunch of sloppy fighting. Basically I'm an amateur boxer and I have been boxing for a while, about 3 years. Oh my god, what the hell was that? And in my time boxing, I've had about 5 amateur fights. So, for these guys to go pro and to actually start boxing normally and to, without headgear and to actually be boxing properly, I do think it was actually quite ridiculous looking at how KSI was fighting and how he won. It's very interesting looking at the fight and looking back at on it and thinking, KSI is proud of himself for winning, but I mean, I understand being proud of yourself for winning. Damn, dude, you boxed horribly. Dog, he was just firing hella windmill punches, hella, overhands, and just no concentration and no technique and nothing. It was just, yeah, it was kind of awful to me. So, I mean, I don't know what to say about the fight. The fight was just not great, really. And I think he knows it. I think he's gonna look back on it and he's gonna be like, you know what, maybe I'm not a great boxer. Because he certainly isn't. So, certainly is not. As an amateur boxer, I look at boxing a different way to people who kind of just watch boxing as a fan. So I kind of see different things. I kind of see how people are throwing their punches, how people are moving, and using their movements and using their jabs and using their crosses and their hooks, and I just kind of I was breaking down how he was fighting and I was thinking, dude, he's fighting like an amateur who has had 1 fight, maybe 2 fights. Like, he's not fighting like anybody. But yeah, he's not fighting like anybody good at the sport. And I mean, I know he's not trying to box, but he's just giving this whole facade that he's a great boxer and that he's he's doing great, but really and truly he's not really that good. So I mean, I'm not really sure what to say on the matter, but I can't say I'm too impressed. From a boxing point of view, cannot say I'm too impressed. But I mean, I guess that's just how it goes. So looking back on the fight, I think there are things that he could have done. I think KSI could have worked on his stamina. That's the one thing. That's also something Logan Paul could have done. Logan Paul seems to have a lot more in his tank in his first fight. And that's interesting to me. Because in the first fight, Logan Paul had what? I don't know, maybe a month, 2 months to train. But in this fight, Logan Paul had way more time. He had about a year and a half. A whole year and a half to train. And it seemed like he was less active, throwing out less punches than he did last match. And in the match before, he kind of he was more busy. He was getting more active, and that's what you need to do. You need to pick your shots and you need to hit your jabs. And if you hit your jabs, you're gonna win the fight, mate. You're just gonna win. So at the end of the day, just look for the shots. Don't just throw them out. Pick your shots. I feel like Logan was kind of just hitting and hoping. This time, you just throwing out his shots and hoping he hits. But in his last fight, his shots were very calculated and very clever, and it was more like he knew what he was doing more. He was kind of going, but I think maybe this time his strategy was he's gonna kind of play it more defensive, or he's gonna focus on the jabs but not overexhaust himself so he doesn't waste too much energy. And I think that's a great tactic. However, you should have more energy than you had last time. You should be able to get busy within the first 2-3 rounds and start actually winning those rounds. You can't start to get busy in the 4th round, 5th round and expect to win. It just doesn't happen like that unless you get a lucky knockout and something happens. But apart from that, I'm not gonna see somebody get busy in the last couple rounds and expect to win a fight. It just doesn't work like that. So I mean, I guess Logan Paul had a lot to learn when it comes to the fighting business, and KSI did too. He really seemed to kind of come out swinging straight away. I think that was his game plan, to be honest. I think he realised what worked against Logan last time. He realised what didn't work. So he kind of just decided, yeah, Logan does not like someone who gets up in your face and who's, you know, very on you at all times. So he decided, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to swing the windmill shots and win it. So, oh my god, my head got blown up. So KSI did kind of change his tactic this time, which was good. He got busy right away. But the way he gets busy is just so ineffective, and it would not work against an actual boxer, an actual amateur, or an actual pro fighter. It just wouldn't. I can't see KSI beating many pros, or even many amateurs for that matter. I'm sorry, but he's not at that level yet. And to be saying that you're going pro, but to be at that level, it's really quite shocking, really, and embarrassing when you think about it. It's just, I don't know. I understand where all the pros are coming from when they say that it's making a mockery of the sport, because a lot of people did not like the fact that they were going pro, and did not like the fact that they were kind of, you know, dropping their amateur titles and actually... Oh my god, he was invisible. Great. This is why I don't play this game. I had no idea people could turn invisible. But yeah, a lot of people did not like the fact that they were turning pro and doing all this. So the fact that they've now done it, and they're fighting like that, they're not even fighting like actual boxers. They haven't been trained by someone who's gonna, you know, let them box. I can't hit this dude. Never mind. Let's ignore him. Yeah, they're not gonna get trained by someone who's actually gonna turn him into a boxer that boxes properly. I know they've been trained by Mayweathers and all that, and that's great. But I don't think the Mayweathers had enough time to kind of train them how they could. You know, I think the Mayweathers kind of felt that it was rushed, and the fight didn't give them enough time to train KSI and Logan to the point where they could have been trained at. Which I get. I understand that. You know, my coach was training me for about 3 years, and he picked out what I did wrong, what I did right, and was able to kind of make me a better boxer from it. And maybe with the Mayweathers, they just knew that, you know, they was very... Okay, random. Oh, of course we lost. I'm on this team. Look at my depth. 21, holy shit. I'm literally level 1. Holy crap. But yeah, I don't know, I've got mixed opinions about that fight and mixed feelings. I don't know whether I liked it or whether I'm kind of on the fence about it, because... Huh? What do you say? You shut up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Nah, shut up, bitch. Sit on a dick, bitch. Dumb bitch.
Heads up, we've got a new director.
Sit on a dick, bitch. Anyway, yeah, so I just feel like the fight could have been played out a bit differently. You could have really worked on technique rather than I'm gonna hit hard and I'm gonna just keep swinging. Because when it comes to technique, you can kind of really see what a fighter has learned. If you practice technique, how I throw my punches, how I move my body, how I twist when I throw the jab out, how I, you know, throw the uppercuts, and how I bend my knees, and how I spring upwards on the uppercut. You know, there's so many things that you could have done instead of just practicing power and speed, because power and speed does not win a fight against a decent boxer. I feel like maybe they thought because he's fighting Logan, you don't need to practice technique, you just need power and speed, and that's fine. But really, I wouldn't call yourself a pro. I really wouldn't. Because I'm not being big-headed, but I could beat you. With my 5 fights under my belt, I'm sorry, but I could beat you, KSI and Logan. And that's not even me being big-headed. That's me looking at how you're fighting. In the first fight, how Logan was boxing, I was thinking, oh, okay, this guy might be a problem. By his next fight, he'll probably be stronger than me. Like, and by that time, I'd had about 4 amateur fights. And I was there looking at Logan thinking, wow, he's really good. He'll probably be better than me. But what he displayed to me in this last fight, I'm thinking, I could still beat him. That's bad. I mean, he should be so much better, but he's just not, is he? It's not. But I mean, you know, I guess that's all I got to say on the fight, really. I mean, they tried their best and they gave it their all, and, you know, they put their heart on the line, and, you know, I got to commend them for that. And I think that, you know, they did a great job, but it's just, from a boxer's point of view, from a boxing perspective, I really do understand why everyone's kind of mad at them and saying they're not real fighters. Even Ryan Garcia in the interview said, you know, they're never going to be pros, and Eddie Earn said, you know, there's not really many pros that they could beat. And yeah, I agree with that completely. You know, you see boxing matches differently from a boxer's point of view, the same way a football player would see a football match from a different angle, probably. I mean, I'm sure everyone's played football, to be fair, so, but yeah, as a professional football player, you probably see football in a different way. And if someone, you know, I don't know, someone who plays football in his back garden were to suddenly go into a pro football match against somebody else, and he just wasn't that great, you, as a pro football player, you'd be thinking, oh, well, dude, you kind of shouldn't be calling yourself a pro in it. You kind of think that in it. So I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't really want to be that guy who's just a killjoy and who's a KSI and Logan Paul are trash. They're not good boxers. But I mean, I have to look at it from a boxer's point of view because that's what I am, and I'm trying to look at it from a normal person's point of view, but I really can't. I'm just, yeah. So I mean, stream out. Peace. Like, subscribe, share, comment, love, hate. Do whatever you want. And I will catch you guys next time.